Okay, here's another mansion on your left. It's a white square mansion, white blue boat, palm trees and bushes in front. Belongs to Mexican singer Paulina Rubio. Hay otra mansión a la izquierda, es blanca, cuadrada, palmeras y arbustos por delante, barco azul y blanco. Le pertenece a la cantante mexicana Paulina Rubio. Now my favorite question to ask is, how many of you live in Miami? One. I'm sure we have, okay, we have one. That usually happens. All the rest of us are working. So you who raised your hand, trivia question, who founded Miami? Well, actually, Miami, Florida's founder, by the way, folks, Miami, Florida is the only major U.S. city founded by a woman. Her name was Julia Tuttle. She was a widowed farmer from Cleveland, and here's the story. Once upon a time, there were 7 dwarves. No, this is Snow White story. Once upon a time, there was a story that kept going. No, that's a never-ending story. Once upon a time, 1890s, Henry Flagler, one of the owners of the Standard Oil Company, was building Florida's first major railroad system, the Florida East Coast Railway. At the same time, he was building towns, cities, and hotels along the way. But when he got to the city of West Palm Beach, he had to stop the construction of the line. It got so cold up in that city that their main product of income, which is also Florida's most famous fruit. Can anybody tell me what's Florida's most famous fruit? That's right, oranges. Nope, oranges? Orange recent, minute. All the oranges in that city were wiped out, causing an economic stall. He couldn't keep on building his line. He was almost broke. However, Julia Tuttle had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, north of the Miami River. Her oranges were unaffected. That cold had reached down here. After many failed attempts to get Flagler to bring down the line and turn her farm into a city, she's not down here. It worked. He brought the line here 1 year later, and on July 28, 1896, the city of Miami was founded. Sadly, Julia only lived 2 more years. Flagler stayed around and helped to develop the city, and then kept building his line until he reached Key West in 1913. And we all lived happily and sweaty ever after. The end. Which is why the island and monument to your left were built in dedication to Henry Flagler. Of course, some of you who were here this past weekend, Christmas, probably said, wait a minute, it got cold there, but why did it get cold here? Long story short, for the most part, it's hot here nearly all year round, but every once in a while we get a cold front. And we got a cold front this past weekend on Christmas. This was the coldest Christmas recorded in Miami's history, so, but don't worry, the temperature's going up, it'll be nice and 80 again, so you can go swimming. At the island and monument to your left were built in dedication to Henry Flagler. La isla en monumento al lado izquierdo fueron construidos en dedicación a Henry Flagler, uno de los dueños de la compañía petrolera Standard Oil, y él construyó la primera línea de ferrocarriles del estado, el Florida East Coast Railway. On your right, we have a white square mansion with a dome, which used to belong to Puerto Rican singer puertorriqueño Ricky Martin al final de los 90s. Luego se mudó a unas millas al norte de aquí, a la Northern Road, y él vendió esa mansión también. Ahora vive entre California y Puerto Rico. Uh-oh, the stairs. Everybody's got to be away from the stairs, remember? Like the sign says. Thank you. Okay. ¿Sabían que Miami, Florida es la única ciudad grande en los Estados Unidos fundada por una mujer? Sí, se llamó Julia Tuttle. Era una granjera viuda de Cleveland. Y esta es la historia. Había una vez 7 enanos. No, esta es la historia de Blancanieves. Había una señora como los niños. No, esta es la historia de la Llorona. Lo que pasó es que en 1890 Henry Flagler se puso a construir esta línea de ferrocarriles y a su vez construía pueblos, ciudades y hoteles en el camino. Pero cuando llegó a la ciudad de West Palm Beach, tuvo que detener la construcción de la línea. Aquí no tocó ese frío. Después de varios intentos fallidos de pedirle a Flagler que traiga la línea y convirtiera su granja en ciudad, ella le mandó una rama de un árbol de naranjas con flores de naranjas para comprobarle que hace calor aquí. Y funcionó. Él trajo la línea para acá un año después, y el 28 de julio de 1896, la ciudad de Miami fue fundada. Tristemente, Julia solo vivió 2 años más. Flagler se encargó del desarrollo de la ciudad por unos años, y después continuó construyendo su línea hasta llegar a Key West en 1913, y todos vivimos felices y sudados para siempre. Fin. On your right, we have a white cream-style mansion completed in 2003. And last year it was purchased for $10.9 million by Eddie Irvine, a retired Formula One race car driver who's now a real estate developer. La mansión a la derecha, blanca, estilo griego, completada en el 2003, fue comprada el año pasado por 10.9 millones por Eddie Irvine, un retirado corredor de carros de Fórmula 1 que es ahora desarrollador y agente de bienes raíces. Also, the architect of the mansion, John Turton, is building lots of nightclubs in our two cities, giving us an international reputation as party cities. And his company has built over 200 high-rises in Miami-Dade County. Por cierto, el arquitecto de esa mansión, John Turton, en los 80s y 90s, fue el encargado de que se construyeran muchas discotecas en nuestras dos ciudades, dándonos una reputación internacional como ciudades fiesteras. Y su compañía ha construido más de 200 rascacielos en el condado Miami-Dade. On your right is Hibiscus Island y la Isla Palm. Since we don't really have any historical properties around here, we do have one here on your left. There's a 2-story gray house, brown roof in front of the water with this boat. There's another house behind it. The house is $40,000 by mafia manager Al Capone. Al's bodyguards and chauffeurs lived in the house in the front. Al and his family in the house in the back. He worked in Español LA, a little village in Miami Beach, where he ran his bootlegging and gambling syndicate. Now before he came here, he had been thrown in jail a few times for small crimes. So he came here to escape the feds. But in 1931, they caught him, and he got thrown in 3 jails, 11 years, for one crime only, tax evasion. Then he was hospitalized in Baltimore, but they didn't have the proper medical treatment to treat su sindicato de juego y contrabando. Antes de venir acá, estuvo preso algunas veces por crímenes menores y acá para escaparse de los federales. Pero ellos lo arrestaron en 1931 y por un solo crimen, nunca pagó los impuestos, tuvo que ser hospitalizado, tuvo que ser encarcelado 3 cárceles y 11 años. Luego estuvo hospitalizado en Baltimore, pero no tenía el tratamiento médico adecuado para tratar su enfermedad y tuvo que vivir sus últimos años en esta casa, donde murió en 1947. También los vecinos no lo querían, claro, pues él era famoso por su trabajo, pero los niños de las islas sí, porque él les tiraba monedas y en la moneda había una inscripción que decía Your pal Al, o sea, tu amigo Al. Además, él invitó a todos los muertos de Miami Beach. The stairs.
And Isai? Where's Isai? Do you like it, darling? At last, mansion, darling. Darling, not on there. Did you have a good time, darling?
I'm bored.
You wanna have that house?
I wanna swim.
Yeah, we'll swim this afternoon.
minutes.
So Calmore's TV is relaxing. Calmore's TV. How do you find the ride Calmore's TV? Did you have fun?
It's cool.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, with me, and here we
What can you
have
say,
our,
Calmore's TV?
we have Star Island, and I'll present to you some of the mansions here. Aquí está a la derecha la isla Star y les presentaré algunas de sus mansiones. First two mansions, 35 million, 31 million respectively. They both belong to somebody who lives in Los Angeles. Music producer, rapper, and president of his record label, Bad Boy Records. His name, Sean Combs, also known as Diddy. Las primeras dos mansiones, 35 millones y 31 millones respectivamente, le pertenecen a alguien que vive en Los Ángeles, productor musical de Sean Combs, conocido como Diddy. Each mansion belongs to John Forte, president of the real estate company Forte Properties. Mansión Beach le pertenece a John Forte, presidente de la compañía de bienes raíces Forte Properties. Now, the mansion that used to be here was built in 1945, but it got torn down last year, so I don't know what they're going to build. Maybe a gas station, dollar store, Goodwill, Walmart, water slides, trailer park, mini golf, Dunkin' Donuts, Home Depot, Blockbuster. Remember this? Como la mansión del 45 que estaba aquí, la derrumbaron. No sé qué van a poner, una gasolinera, lavandería, tienda de segunda mano, pulguero, Walmart, casa remolques, mini golf, Dunkin' Donuts, ferretería, Home Depot, no sé. Well, actually, the lot and the incomplete mansion are under the name of Brian Wilson, a real estate attorney. Esta renta, la mansión incompleta está a nombre de Brian Wilson, un abogado de bienes raíces. Square Mansions, about 10 years old, belongs to Stuart Miller, the executive chairman of Lennar Corporation. Mansión Cuadrada le pertenece a Stuart Miller, director ejecutivo de la compañía de construcción, la Corporación Lennar. This lot belongs to Ken Griffin. El terreno le pertenece a Ken Griffin. These two lots now joined belong to Ken Griffin. Los dos terrenos ya unidos le pertenecen a Ken Griffin. This mansion belongs to Ken Griffin. Esta mansión le pertenece a Ken Griffin. The lot next door used to belong to Ken Griffin. El terreno del lado era de Ken Griffin. Who's Ken Griffin? He's the CEO of the investment firm Citadel in Chicago, but he's moving the headquarters to Miami. So the mansion that used to be here, he bought it for last year from Dr. Lourdes and Dennis for $75 million and had it demolished. 2 years ago, he bought these two lots and this mansion that used to be owned by Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez for $95 million. 2 months ago, Griffin sold the lot next door to Alex Rodriguez for an undisclosed price. Net worth, $16 billion last year, $25 billion this year. He's the richest man on the island, and he's buying properties all over the county. ¿Quién es Ken Griffin? Es el director ejecutivo de la firma de inversiones Citadel en Chicago, pero él va a mover la oficina de Miami. La mansión que estaba aquí se la compró a la doctora Lourdes Sánchez el año pasado por 75 millones y la derrumbó. Hace 2 años compró los dos terrenos y esta mansión que era de Jennifer Lopez y Alex Rodriguez por 95 millones. Hace 2 meses, Griffin 1925, designed by the New York architectural firm Schultz & Weaver, and its design is based on the Giralda Tower in Seville, Spain, from 1925 to 57. Excuse me, the girl. Remember, you can't walk without your mom and dad. Remember, you have to be as old as me. Let's take a seat. As I was saying, so from 1925 to 57, that was the office of a local newspaper called Miami News. A decade later, this became the immigration office for the Cuban exiles who came to the United States escaping the communist regime. Hence its name, Freedom Tower. Today, this is a historic museum that belongs to the Miami-Dade College. Finalmente, ¿sabían que Miami tiene el tercer perfil de edificios más alto del país después de Chicago y Nueva York? Sí, tenemos más de 300 rascacielos. Y el primero es el edificio amarillo, completado en 1925. Fue diseñado por la firma de arquitectos neoyorquinos Schultz & Weaver y su diseño basado en la Torre de Giralda en Sevilla, España, del 25 al 1997, esto era la oficina de un periódico local llamado Millionaire'S. Una década después se convirtió en la oficina de
Isa, are you having fun,
migración
Isa?
para los exiliados cubanos que se
There is
vinieron a
Isa
los
here,
Estados
oh, look.
Unidos huyendo del régimen comunista, dándole el nombre de Torre de Libertad. Hoy en día es un museo histórico perteneciente al colegio de Miami-Dade. Alright folks, now that we're entering Bayside, I'd like to ask the passengers who are downstairs in the front of the boat, in the bow outside, if everybody could please step back into the cabin and please remain inside. Thank you for cooperation. I'll be down there in just a minute. Bien amigos, ya que estamos entrando a Bayside, les voy a pedir a los pasajeros que están allá abajo, al frente del barco en la proa, si pueden entrar adentro de la cabina y permanecer adentro por favor.